1, state your name, your district, and your business, please.
Josh Flynn, SD 15.
Yes, sir.
Call the question.
The question has been called. All those in favor of calling the question, please say aye. Aye. Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it. The question has been called. The question before this body is now the adoption of the temporary role as the permanent role of the convention. All those in favor of adopting the temporary role as the permanent role, please stand. Thank you very much. Please be seated. All of those who are opposed to the adoption of the temporary role as the permanent role, please stand. If you're sitting in alternate seating and standing up, I'm not counting you anyway, so you can refrain from that. Thank you. You may be seated. The ayes have it, and the temporary role has been adopted as the permanent role of this convention.
Madam Chair, that concludes the report of the Permanent Credentials Committee.
Thank you very much, and thank you to all of those who served on that committee. Okay, at this time, the chairman would recognize, don't want me leading it, microphone number 3. State your name, your district, and your matter, please.
David Burton, District 8, Collin County. Point of information. According to Texas Election Code, the convention is brought to order by a temporary chair until a list of delegates and alternates is prepared and presented to the chair. At this point, that role has been approved. Is it not time, or is it not the time for the permanent chair for the convention to be elected?
No, and let me very quickly explain. We are getting there, I promise. We've just adopted the role. Now, and this is all clearly stated in Roberts as part of the organization process, which is clearly in line with the Texas Election Code. And by the way, you can't take those election code sections out of context. You have to read them not only with other sections in the code, but you also have to read them with legal precedent. Now, having said that, we've just approved the role. As soon as we take this action and adopt these supplemental rules and this agenda, the very next item of business will be to elect your permanent officers, and I promise you I will be very happy to turn over this gavel to your convention permanent chairman.
Senate District 31, Renona Love and Jason Moore.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. At this point, I'd like to recognize microphone 1. If you would please state your name, Senate District, and point of order.
Mr. Chairman, Robert Johnson, Senatorial District 25. I have a point of order on a continuing breach of order. The Nueces County motion I'm going to seek for reconsideration. The continuing breach of order is that the entire process was considered under the temporary process. It required a court order for the Nueces County to get their evidence only a week ago of the forged delegation credentials of the improperly seated delegation. I voted with the prevailing side to preserve my right to make a motion to reconsider my previous motion so that a debate can be heard on the topic. The debate was denied inside credentials, which was considered temporary. It was not presented to the SREC, which was also considered temporary. It was not reported to this convention. There has been no debate and no decision by this body on the issue of the Nueces County run. It is the ultimate authority of this body to make that decision, and we will not stop until that debate takes place.
Delegate Johnson, are you making a motion to
reconsider the motion that I previously made on the Nueces County run being seated?
You are out of order because the chairman was sustained on that vote. Okay. Madam Chairman. of Tina J. Benkaiser is placed in nomination for state chairman, the name of Paul Perry having been recommended.
Look at this.
I have the right to appeal the decision of the chair.
You're disrupting Mr. Johnson.
I have a right to appeal the decision of the chair.
Please be seated.
No, I will not. I have a right to appeal the decision of the chair. It is a parliamentary right.
Please,
Sir,
be seated.
Without the right, I was denied my debating rights on the last appeal. I have the right to appeal the decision of the chair. Do you understand that the motion to appeal is a
All of those in favor of sustaining the motion of the chair, please stand. All of those in favor of sustaining the motion of the chair. Be seated. All those opposed to sustaining the motion of the chair, please stand.
No debate. What is the
The decision of the chair is sustained.
I now know who you are.
You assaulted me! You assaulted me! Assaulting that arm! Did you see it?
He's going to push forward.
Paul Perry, having been recommended by at least 3 senatorial districts, may be placed in nomination. Is there a nomination from the floor?